So a new character has been revealed for Tekken 7 called Lucky Chloe. Is that Lucky Chloe or Lucky Chloe? I'm just gonna say Lucky Chloe. Basically, it's a cat-themed character. So the gimmick is that it's got like, it's basically a female, a blonde female girl, female girl. That's redundant. With sort of cat ears. She's got like these headphones, cat ear thing. So she's sort of like a cat girl, I guess. And that's her gimmick. Unfortunately, it might be only exclusive to the Asian and Europe region, basically. So the, what is that, PAL, P-A-L, region of the Tekken 7 game. I don't know why they would basically have it exclusive to those regions and not release the character in the West. It just sounds kind of stupid. It just sounds kind of dumb to release a character in a certain area around the world, but you don't release it in the Western version, in you know, the English, not even English speaking, but in the North American market, in the North American NTSC region. That's kind of stupid, you know. You don't do those kind of things, because every fucking character should be available in a fighting game, no matter what region it came out on. You know, that sounds dumb. It doesn't make any sense. What kind of a shitty gimmick is that by, I guess it's, you know, by the Tekken creators or by Namco, whoever is a guy named, what, Harada? Oh, Tekken series director Katsuhiro Harada mentioned it, and supposedly, you know, it might only be featured in Asia and Europe, which is kind of stupid. You know, it is really fucking retarded, because a fighting game is supposed to have all these different characters, and that's why I love fighting games, is that they have so many different choices, and you want to include as many different characters in the game as possible. And, you know, it's a variety, especially a new character, where you want to kind of test a new character and try it out and, you know, test the gameplay of that character. Something like Lucky Chloe, I guess I'd be interested in her. She's sort of like a what's her name, like Allison or Alyssa, the chick, the robot chick. You know, she's got that quirky gimmick, you know, a quirky presence about her. And that's the thing with Tekken, is that, I don't know, Tekken 7, man, I'm sure it's gonna be okay in terms of gameplay, but I stopped giving a shit about the Tekken storyline a long time ago. I think since Tekken 6. So that was 5 years ago. I don't care anymore about the Tekken story. It used to be like this really engaging storyline for a fighting game. It was one of those few fighting game series in the 90s that actually had somewhat of a coherent storyline. You can follow it, and it actually drew you in. It actually had this drawing power. It made you want to check out the story. But at the same time, after Tekken 4 and Tekken 5, the story just got so convoluted and so fucked up, and it's so convoluted. It doesn't make any sense anymore. It's too dumb. They stretch it out, and I just think it sucks. The Tekken story sucks. The gameplay is solid, you know. I think Tekken is probably, arguably, my favorite fighting series, but when you have a really shitty storyline for a fighting game, it just drags it down. It just drags down the fighting, you know, the game's overall quality. Apparently there could be an exclusive to the Western market, to the, I should say, the American market. He gave an example. Looks well-muscled, skinhead, very powerful attack. I don't like this idea, but if you need. Harada explained it over the thing, I guess Twitter. So it looks like maybe the American version or the North American version will have its own, you know, exclusive character that the Asian market or Asian European market's not going to get. I mean, I don't know. It was announced over the summer, which, okay. Tekken 7, yeah. I don't really keep up with Tekken news anymore. I used to back in the day. I used to like really be into the whole Tekken thing because, again, I loved the earlier games. I was a big fan of it, but when I saw the storyline getting really shitty, and then by Tekken 6, it was just really fucking horrible, and Tekken 6 itself was a disappointing piece of shit. Tekken 6 was not a good game. Gameplay-wise, it was decent, but everything else sucked. Tekken 6 had horrible graphics, terrible stage designs, and really fucking shitty music. The soundtrack sucked. And those are the things that makes the earlier Tekken games stand out, was great stage designs, an awesome soundtrack, and awesome music playing in the background. And Tekken 6 failed to bring and deliver all that shit. So, I mean, I don't know. Tekken 7, I'm sure if I ever get a chance to play it in the future, I will. Obviously, I'll check it out one of these days, if it finally drops for whichever console, assuming it's the PlayStation, PS4. But I'm not too excited about it, because I played so much Tekken in my life. Tekken Tag 2 was an improvement over Tekken 6, but I mean, you kind of expect these games to be really good, because fighting games have become so fucking redundant. They become so unoriginal, and they become so lacking innovation, you know. I mean, I'm not excited for Street Fighter 5, you know. With Tekken 7, this game could be okay, but I mean, I'm not getting my hopes up. Soul Calibur, I don't even know if they'll have a new Soul Calibur game, you know. Is Namco gonna put out any more Soul Calibur titles? You know? What about Dead or Alive? I thought DOA 5 was kinda lame compared to DOA 4. DOA 4 was way better than fucking DOA 5. And there's like an 8-year gap between the games, so it's like, fighting games, I swear, fighting games in 2014 is shit compared to the fighting game scene 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. It's not even close. It was so much more epic back in the 90s. The 90s fighting games destroy modern day fighting games. That's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching The Review Space, the most underrated channel on YouTube. For more videos, check out youtube.com/TheReviewSpace.